Oh, hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Big Steve, and I'm still here at another football game, week 3, here in the parking lot, getting ready to get in there, maybe gonna grill up some burgers, get ready for the big game.
Hey, Big Steve, I know you're about to get into that football game, but do you think you could help me real quick, please?
Oh, hey, what's up, Just Cat? Yeah, I'm actually what's called tailgating, so the game's not gonna start for a few hours. I could totally help. What's up?
Well, Big Steve, I can't find my money. I had $20 in cash that I was going to buy flowers with for my garden, and it just disappeared.
More flowers. I've seen your backyard. You sure you need some more flowers anyway?
Big Steve, this is a hobby of mine. Don't judge me. Mind your business.
I'm just messing with you, Just Cat, man. Everybody's got a hobby, whether you like playing football, you like watching football, you like hanging out, maybe you like swimming or, flowers and stuff. Everybody's got a hobby.
Yeah, exactly, Big Steve. Now you see what my issue is. I can't find my money.
Okay, no, I get it. Missing some money. I actually got plenty of time before the football game. Why don't we just retrace all of your steps? Let's figure out where that money went.
I came home last night with the $20 bill in my hand. I laid it on my dresser and I went to bed. Where could I have lost it from start to finish?
Okay, well, that doesn't really leave much for us to actually have to look. Maybe your front door, in your living room, maybe going up the stairs to your bedroom, or if you remember putting the money on the dresser, well, maybe, money's pretty light. It's made out of paper. Maybe it blew off. Let's look around the dresser, in some drawers, underneath it. I don't know. Let's start looking around the dresser.
I found it. I got my $20 bill back.
All right. I knew it. I knew we'd find it, but while you were looking for that, I was doing the Big Steve thing and totally thinking of a Bible story that has to do exactly with this.
And I'm okay with that, Big Steve. So what you got?
Okay, well, this story has Moses and a guy named Aaron, two people who have to work together to figure out a solution to a problem, or essentially exactly what we're going through.
Wait, what? How?
Okay, so to a little bit of context to the story, Just Cat, Moses went and hung out by himself for a very long time, and God was trying to talk to him, and Moses was like, nah, chill, and then finally God lit a bush on fire, only the fire didn't burn up the bush, and then God was all like, hey, do I got your attention? And Moses was like, yeah, I got your attention. Then God was like, hey, this is what I need you to do, and Moses was like, absolutely not a chance, not good enough, I can't do it. And then God and Moses kind of went through this weird thing, but then finally, God was like, fine, if you don't think you're good enough, I'm gonna send you somebody to help you. Along comes Aaron, who I just told you the story was about, Moses and Aaron. So the two of them, God sent back to Egypt to go and talk to the Pharaoh to try to ultimately let God's people go.
Wow. Interesting.
So before they left to go back to the Pharaoh, God gave them a staff and told Aaron, hey, hang on to this. Some crazy stuff's about to happen, bro. So Aaron was like, okay. And they walk all the way back to Egypt and get in front of the Pharaoh. And they start talking to the Pharaoh, and they're like, listen, you gotta let my people go. You gotta let all of the Israelites free. And then Aaron took the staff, he threw it on the ground. The whole staff turned into a snake.
Ooh-wee.
Which shouldn't surprise Aaron and Moses all that much, because God told them both that he was gonna do some awesome stuff.
Wow.
Pharaoh wasn't all that impressed. He thought it was just like a trick. So he snaps his fingers, and in walks a bunch of dudes. So these dudes walk right over to the Pharaoh, and Pharaoh starts whispering in their ear, hey, Saba, hey, God, Saba. I don't really know what they were saying, but either way, kind of rude, because Moses and Aaron were there, and secrets don't make friends. Am I right? Anyway, so then the dudes who had walked in, who whispered some stuff to Pharaoh, they walk away, and then they grab some staffs, some giant sticks, and they throw it on the ground, and those turned into snake. And then Moses got all defeated, and he was like, oh man, I'm so upset. And right at that time, the stick that turned into the snake from Aaron, it ate all of the other snakes. But the Pharaoh was still like, no, I'm not gonna let the Israelites go. So after Pharaoh was like, nah, still not letting the people go, even though your snake ate all of my magic tricks, And Moses left even more defeated, but he was excited because he was about to go tell God, his father, his papa up in heaven, exactly what happened. And when he got there, God was like, hey, Moses, chill out. I'm gonna show these people exactly who I am.
Again.
So the very next day, Moses and Aaron marched right back to the Pharaoh with more news from God. And they were like, let my people go, or God's gonna have to actually do something crazy this time. Not just a snake that's eating all of your other fake snakes, but God is gonna do something real this time. And he's gonna make all of the water in all of Egypt turn to blood. So Aaron walks out to the water. He raises that staff again that God had given him, and he put it in the water. And the moment he put it in the water, all of the water in all of Egypt, all the drinking water, the water in the Nile River, the water that people would bathe with, every bit of water turned to blood. And the problem was then the blood started getting all sticky, and all of the fish died because they couldn't survive. And then all of the dead fish in the blood, and it all started to smell so terrible. Pharaoh still didn't get the point though, Just Cat. Pharaoh still didn't believe it, even though the magicians couldn't turn the blood back into water, because this wasn't a trick. But Pharaoh's heart had hardened. And this time, God spoke again, and he said, listen, if the Pharaoh doesn't let my people know, we need to do another curse, another plague on the land. But he was too prideful, and he wouldn't listen. And Moses and Aaron came to him with one final plague. This plague was a big one, Just Cat. This plague, the spirits were gonna come down and take the firstborn child of every single family, that firstborn male. All of the Israelites would be spared, but all of the Egyptians were about to lose something that was way more important than the livestock, way more important than the water. They were about to lose their children. And even the Pharaoh had a child that the spirit came down and took, because even with the warning, he didn't listen. He didn't obey God. After Pharaoh lost his son, he called for Moses and he said, I'm listening now. I'm listening. I lost one of the most important things to me. You take your people and get out of here. And he sent all of the Israelites off, and Moses gathers them all up, and they start walking, and they turn around. And they see all the Egyptians coming after them. See, the Pharaoh lied. He lied to Moses. He didn't really want them gone. He was going to hunt them down. So Moses, one last time, took that staff that was given to him and Aaron and slammed it into the Red Sea, and the whole Red Sea parted. And he looked at all the Israelites and he said, guys, you gotta hurry, you gotta run. And they take off running. And right when they get to the other side, all of the Egyptians are in the middle of the parted waters, and all of the Israelites are on the other side. And Moses lifted back up the staff, and all of those waves came crashing down all around the Egyptians.
Yeah, Big Steve. So basically what you're saying is, just like Moses and Aaron worked together to solve their problem, you and I work together to solve mine, right?
Exactly, Just Cat. See, God wanted Moses and Aaron to work together, and Jesus wants us to work together.
That's our big idea, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Just Cat, but it's about kickoff time. Do you think you could take this big idea so I can get to the game?
Oh yeah, Big Steve. You get in there. You have fun.
All right. I'll see all you guys later.
All right, everybody. Stand up on your feet, and on the count of 3, we're going to say, Jesus wants us to work together. Are y'all ready for that? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Jesus wants us to work together. That was amazing. Y'all are amazing. This whole Bible story was amazing. But I'm gonna go buy my flowers now. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.